Should wedding videographers give their couples raw video files? This is a pretty controversial issue in the wedding video space, with some videographers saying that they always give their couples raw files, while others saying you should sell files to the couple to make more money, and some saying that raw files should never see the light of day, and the only thing you should deliver to a couple is the finished wedding film. In this video today, we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to share with you the options that you have as a videographer, as well as my recommendations for how you can make more money. And if you're thinking, oh, dang it, Matt's just going to tell me to sell raw footage, well, hold up, because I have an option for you that has the potential to make you even more money than just selling your raw footage, but is also very little work. Does that sound intriguing to you? Okay, well, keep watching. Now, before we talk details, because I want to help you out even more in your wedding filmmaking journey, I want you to know that I've put together a free workshop that's going to help you book your next wedding in 30 days or less. It's going to show you the practical steps that you can take and the exact words to say to a couple to book them. And this workshop, like I said, is completely free and linked down in the video description. Also, in the video description, you're going to find a link to this video's sponsor, my friends at Bride and Groom Video, and they would love to help you edit your wedding films and photos. They are super affordable with a 2-week turnaround time, so they're ultra fast as well. I'll tell you more about them at the end of the video. Anyways, like I said at the start, offering raw footage is a rather controversial topic in the world of wedding videography. Some people love it, some people hate it, and we need to talk through all three of your options that you have, because I really want to help you make more money as a wedding videographer. If you don't want to make money though, option one would be for you to not offer raw footage at all in any form. I know plenty of videographers that operate their businesses this way, and in short, their sales pages never mention raw footage, and if a couple ever asks them about raw footage, they simply tell them no, they don't offer it. And that's really it. The couple doesn't have any other option. That's not going to make you any money though, but it is also the least amount of work because you as a videographer don't have to do anything extra in regards to copying files or doing any editing, so that can be very appealing. Remember, I want to help you make money though. So the second option for you as a videographer would be for you to offer your couples raw footage from their wedding day, but there are a few caveats that I have for you about this before we talk about price. First, if you are delivering your couple true raw footage that's direct from your camera, you're going to want to be careful with the footage that you deliver them. What I mean by that is that I've had weddings happen in the past where, remember, weddings are inherently stressful events with a lot of moving parts, and sometimes things will happen where something doesn't go the way that you expected, and either you or the photographer are discussing the events of the wedding, and even if you were not meaning to be negative, maybe you came across a little negative, and you also happen to be recording whenever you said those words. Suddenly, your video clip has audio with it of a negative moment, and while you would definitely edit that video out of the main wedding film, if you're giving the couple the raw footage, they may be able to hear that whenever they're playing through it. Or alternatively, maybe you just have a photographer that curses like a sailor. I've had that happen too, and I would have felt uncomfortable delivering that raw footage to the couple. Here's my point. If you're going to give your couple the raw footage, you need to be very careful that the footage is, let's say, sanitized. And what I mean by that is that you either need to go through all of the footage whenever you are editing the wedding film and make note of any clips that have audio that could be problematic, or you just need to try to remember as best as you can if there were any moments in the wedding where they could have been problematic, and you need to make sure to not include those clips in the raw footage that you give to the couple. Speaking of problematic, there is one other issue that comes with delivering a couple raw footage, and that is that most videographers that I know, as well as myself, we all film in a log picture profile at a very high resolution, which means that all of your raw footage is flat, it's saturated, it's in 4K or 6K, and whenever I say raw footage, I'm talking about just unedited clips, but you may have a camera that films in true RAW, which is not even playable by a normal video player. And so regardless, the odds are that the footage looks really ugly, and it's not going to play well unless the couple has a really powerful computer. So this is another argument that I hear often from certain videographers, basically saying, why would you ever give the couple raw footage that the odds are that they're not even going to be able to play, much less color grade, etc. And I think that's a good point. And I think that these past 2 points have been very good points. And so if you realize, hey, I'm sometimes negative on the wedding day and I don't want that audio to be heard by the couple, or I don't want to have to deal with educating the couple about how to view their raw footage, then I think that those are 2 very good reasons for you to not offer raw footage to your couples, and that's fine. But remember, you're not going to make any extra money either doing things that way. So, all that said, if you're comfortable with making sure that your footage has safe audio for the couple to hear, and you're also willing to take the time to properly set your couple's expectations that they'll be receiving flat log footage that requires a powerful computer to watch, and I would also throw in a stipulation that you tell the couple that they're not allowed to have someone else edit the footage without your permission, so that way they don't go out and hire some other videographer to make an edit instead of you. That can get really messy from a copyright perspective. In that case, I think that then it is perfectly fine for you to sell the couple the raw footage from the wedding, and you can either do that by copying all the footage to a hard drive and mailing it to them, or even easier, just using Dropbox or another file sharing service to send them their raw footage that way. I've had great success doing both of those things. But I'm sure you're now wondering, Matt, what the heck should I charge for delivering the raw footage like this? And here's where I've heard another argument against selling raw footage, and the argument essentially goes like this. What if the couple hires you to film their wedding, and instead of booking a more expensive package, they book your cheapest package, and then they choose to get the raw footage with it and add that on as a way to cheat you out of making more money? The couple pays a little, but they get everything from you. I've heard this argument many times, and I've always found it to be a little fanciful. Like, we as videographers are just making up arguments in our minds, like, we can't do that, what if something bad happens? Because this issue can be very easily solved by having a bit of fine print in your contract. If you're worried about a couple just booking your cheapest package and then adding on the raw footage, you have 2 really easy options to avoid that. One, you can either raise the price of your raw footage to be more expensive than it would be to simply upgrade the package price. So, for example, if you were charging $2,000 for your cheapest wedding video package and $2,500 for your next package, you could just charge $600 extra for your raw footage, which would then make it more enticing for the couple to just upgrade their video to the $2,500 package instead of spending another $600 for the raw footage, etc. Regardless of which one they choose, you're making good money. Just make sure that your raw footage price is higher than the cost of upgrading to your next package, and you're good to go. Alternatively, you could also lock your raw footage availability behind a higher package, where the couple is only able to add on raw footage if they book one of your more expensive packages, or you could even have one of the more expensive packages include the raw footage as an extra value, but the couple's gonna have to pay you significantly more to get it. So there are definitely ways for you to make money with raw footage and not be taken advantage of, and my recommendation to you, considering the amount of time that's going to take for you to go through the raw footage, make sure that it doesn't have anything inappropriate, okay, listen closely, especially in the audio, because especially if you are going to be buying a hard drive, copying the footage to it, then going through the process of shipping it, at the very bare minimum, I would say you need to charge at least $400 to cover the cost of you doing all that. But of course, keep in mind that this is just a suggestion. You could charge less if you wanted to. I have in the past, especially when I was getting started and I want to make a little bit of extra money. And you could also definitely charge more, which I definitely have as well. And that's the direction that I would be heading with raw footage. Speaking of charging more, now that we've talked about how you can make no money with option 1 by never selling raw footage, and I'll add in, you could also just give the couple the raw footage too, that's not going to make you any money either. Or you have option 2 where you can make some money by choosing to sell the raw footage and delivering it to the couple. We now need to talk about option 3, because option 3 is how you make a lot of money with your raw footage. And that's what you want to do, right? That's definitely what I want to do. Let's do that. Here's how it works. And I want to give a shout out to Jake Weisler, who was the first person that I saw posting this as an alternative to selling raw footage for wedding videographers. Go give Jake a follow, okay? He's awesome, and he has this great husky man voice that he uses whenever he's talking to the grooms at weddings. He's like,
"This is your moment. You two have this moment together.
Hey there, brother, I got you. Don't worry about it." It's like, oh, I can't even do it. It's so good. Oh, Jake's great. Okay, give him a follow. He's wonderful. Anyways, this third raw footage option is called a FOMO edit, which stands for fear of missing out. As the name implies, this is an edit that you can sell to your couples that will prevent them from having FOMO, because you can pitch to them as being able to essentially receive all of the footage from their wedding day. Okay, Matt, how the heck is this different from just giving a couple their raw footage? Well, the way that it is different is that instead of you just copying all the raw footage onto a hard drive or using Dropbox and attempting to educate the couple about what the heck log footage is and why it's so ugly and how they may not be able to play it on their computer, etc., instead, what you offer them is a FOMO edit, which I'm sure you're already thinking, that sounds like more work, Matt. I don't want to have to edit anymore, do any more work. But hear me out, okay? This is not an in-depth edit at all. All you are doing with a FOMO edit is that you're taking all of the footage that you filmed from the wedding day with all of your cameras, throwing it onto one video timeline in chronological order from beginning to end, cutting off any shakiness from the beginning or end of any clips if you want to, and then you are slapping a very minimalistic color grade on top, so that way it doesn't look super flat and log. And by the way, if you want to save time and easily get colors that look great, I would check out my Who is Matt LUTs linked in the video description. And that's really it. Hit render and you're gonna have a multiple hours long video that you can deliver to your wedding couples. And by the way too, you're not syncing audio from different audio recorders unless you want to. Your goal is to really make things as simple and easy for you as possible. So use that on-camera audio. Don't worry about it. Even if you have literally hundreds of video clips from multiple cameras, you can put together an edit like this in an hour. I believe in you. Because you're just dragging them to the timeline, you're like, that looks good, that looks good. Okay, done, hit render. And I already hear you asking, Matt, what about all of the different ceremony angles? Should I include all of them? It doesn't matter. Do you want to? Then include them. If you want to lightly cut them so they're not so long or cut between them, you could do that too, but be careful because then you're doing like a full video edit, okay? Remember, this is called a FOMO edit. It's just showing all of the footage to the couple, and this is how you're going to pitch it to them. You're going to tell them that if they want to see every single moment of their wedding day from beginning to end, you will do that for them by giving them the opportunity to purchase this FOMO edit, where they can watch literally everything that you have filmed on the wedding day. And what's great is that you don't need to worry about telling them how to open up their unedited RAW files or educating them about what the heck log footage is and why it looks so flat or anything like that. Heck, you don't even need to worry about them being able to edit this footage after you sent it to them, because you're not sending them individual high quality video files that they could send to another video editor or something like that. You're sending them one very long video file that has all of the clips in it. And all that you're telling them is that this is lightly edited footage. You're setting that expectation ahead of time. You're telling them that's going to show them every part of the wedding day, and a lot of couples are going to be really intrigued by this, and they're going to want it. And so here is the big shift. Instead of you treating your raw footage as if it's some weird sort of add-on that if couples really want it, you'll sell it to them for a couple $100, I guess, here, you can have it if you want. No. Instead, you have just created a new type of wedding video edit that you can offer to your couples in addition to the main edit. And if you have a couple that looks very fondly back on their wedding day and they're thinking about all the moments that they missed, by telling them that you can give them all of this footage, they're going to love it and they're going to want to buy it. And most importantly, they are going to want to pay significantly more than they would have for regular old log footage. So suddenly you don't need to charge $400 or $500 for this sort of longer FOMO edit. No, this is a literal edit, another edited video for their wedding day. And so for pricing this, I would start at something more like $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000. Imagine making that extra for every single wedding. Keep in mind, this is only like an hour of work on your part too, so the profit margins on this are incredibly good. But because it's so valuable to your couples due to how you have packaged it and presenting it to them, they are going to be willing to spend this money and they're going to love this edit that you have created for them. Speaking of edits your couples are going to love, I need to tell you about the sponsor of this video, my friends at Bride and Groom Video. Bride and Groom Video helped me edit my wedding films, and they want to help you edit your wedding films and photos as well. Yes, Bride and Groom Video are now adding photo editing to their services as well. So if you are a wedding filmmaker or photographer, maybe you offer both, and you're looking for a company that you can partner with that will help you edit faster than you ever have before with a 2-week turnaround time, you have to check out Bride and Groom Video because they offer some of the most high quality work at the most affordable prices that start at just $415 for a short highlight film. All you have to do is send them your raw footage and photos using their simple to use submission website, tell them a bit about your film or photos, and you will have your finished edits back in your inbox 14 days later. It's awesome. And they have 2 very special deals for you. First, if you sign up with Bride and Groom Video using my link in the video description and you use the coupon code MATT100, you can save $100 off your first order of $400 for more. And in addition, here's an even better new deal. Bride and Groom Video are offering the first 10 people that sign up for a video edit 50% off photo editing as well. So if you want to save a lot of money and you're someone that both films and photographs weddings, you're getting a massive discount when you sign up with Bride and Groom Video. I highly recommend checking them out at the link down in the video description. I know you are going to love their edits as much as I do. And that is the state of raw footage in wedding videography. Some people love offering it, some people hate it, and I hope that I've given you some great perspective on your options as a wedding filmmaker. And above all, I hope that I've shown you some ways that you can make even more money so your wedding videography business can be even more successful. Speaking of being more successful, by the way, if you've not watched my free workshop that's going to show you how to book your next wedding in 30 days or less, what are you waiting for? Okay, it's going to show you these specific tactics that you can use to get another booking, word for word scripts that you can send to a couple and be like, hey, do you want me to film your wedding? Yes, awesome. So I would highly recommend watching it. It's completely free and linked down in the video description. Side note, by the way, I am planning on filming more weddings myself in the next couple years, so if you are planning on getting married and you'd be interested in having me film it and create a behind-the-scenes video that will be on my YouTube channel, I would love if you could reach out through my website. I will link to it down in the video description. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to learn more about wedding filmmaking, and have a great day.